So my name is Janine. As you can hear my accent, I'm not a native speaker. I live in Vienna, in Austria. So please be kind with all my grammar mistakes. I know I do a lot, but I hope English is quite well enough so you can follow me. Um, so what am I doing? I'm taking care of everything that is visual in your business, and that means really everything from branding to your online presentation. I help you to visualize your content. I help you to build a personal brand. And of course, I help you with branding. So today in this training, I want to talk to you how you can use your branding, to attract the right people. But the thing is, we need to make a few mindset shifts before we really can start and dive into this topic. And I know most people, I don't know, you can leave me in the comments what is your thought about, but most people think when it comes to branding, they think about looks and colors and that everything looks nicely, that everything looks professional. And that is it with branding. And of course, it helps you to become recognizable. A lot of people are aware of that. Some are not. That's okay. But the thing is, when you think of branding as something that is only connected or as something that makes your brand look pretty and look professional, yes, that is what branding is doing. But when it comes only to that, when you reduce branding to the looks and the colors, then you leave out the whole that branding has for you, that branding can absolutely serve you. And I want you to see branding as a team member. So I think that's probably the most difficult part, especially when you start with your business, especially when you start to build a brand, then you're all alone and you do actually everything. So a team comes in a little bit later because you have to pay that and so on. So that therefore clients and money has to come in. We all know that. And it's almost impossible to really cover everything, but at least you need to cover your marketing, you need to cover your content, you need to cover your sales, and you need to cover your branding. Branding is a team member. You should treat it like a team member. And a team member is there to do a job. So what is the job of branding? It's not only to make you look professional or good. It's really the job of branding is to connect you with the right people. That is what branding is doing. Branding connects you with the right people. And therefore, I want you and that is important for the mindset. So I do not want you to just have a branding. So don't have a branding. I mean, yes, you should have a branding, but I don't want you to say, okay, now I have a branding, that's it. What I want you to do or to see it, I want you to use your branding. So using your branding is something different because it's active and there is a purpose behind and there is an intention. And I love doing the things intentionally because they just get you faster from A to B. And what you want is to attract the right people. So you use branding to do so. Branding is doing a job for you, and it makes this connection between you and the right clients, the ones that are attracted by you. And okay, so I hope that is clear for you. So let's dive a little bit deeper into and what that really means when you use your branding with a purpose. So let's have a look how you build up your marketing. Right? Marketing is everything, all the actions you take in your business. So you start, of course, that is the foundation of your whole business. That's your expertise. You are an expert in your industry. So you have a knowledge you want to share, you have skills you want to share, you have made an experience you want to share, whatever it is that is very special, that is very unique, and that is you. That is, of course, the foundation of your business. So you start having an expertise. Out of that expertise, you create your content. Yeah. So your content is based off your expertise. You want to share a story, you want to share an experience, you want to give away some tips and advices, you want to teach. So your whole content is, of course, based on your expertise. And then content means, let's say, you create a post. Could also be that you say you're writing a newsletter, or you come up with, I don't know, with a story. I don't know. So we have to create something, and that is a post. And in order to stand out, you'll need to come up with a good hook. And a hook can be everything. A hook is not only a text. A hook can also be a photograph. A hook can also be a good image, a graphic. Everything can be a hook that is eye-catching. And we need that part in order to stand out and catch someone's eye. If that thing is not happening, you get drowned, you get lost in the crowd. And you need to stand out in a way, somehow. You need to stand out. So that is the hook for. And of course, here comes the part at the end, we take care of our branding. So because we want to look good, we want to look professional, we want to stand out in a very specific way, become recognizable. So therefore is the branding. So that means you build your whole content from bottom to top. You start with your expertise, your content, your post, your hook, your branding, okay? From bottom to top. That is what you are doing. So let's have a look. What is your audience perceiving? Because your audience perceives you from top to bottom. That is so important to understand, that you can have the best expertise, you can have the best content. When it's not be seen, when it's not visible, it doesn't exist. That's the thing. And your audience needs to overcome the first step. It needs to see your branding, and it needs to get have a reason to stop scrolling, so they read your content or they watch your video. I don't know, probably you're just creating a YouTube video or a reel on Instagram. Whatever that is, it has to be seen. And the thing is, you cannot leave the one or the other. You cannot say, I don't need the branding, I only come up with a hook. Like I said, when the best hook has absolutely no value for no one, when it is not seen. When it's not seen, it doesn't exist. So that is, I want to make that clear. If your hook isn't seen, it's not existing. No hook. But on the other hand, you cannot only come up with beautiful pictures or beautiful images. There has to be a substance underneath. Yeah, there has to be your content. It has to be a good content, of course. So, but when you have both, it's like a catalyzer. The one is pushing the other one. So when you have a good hook combined with an outstanding, unique looking branding, and that catches the eye of the right people. That's what we want to do. Not everyone's not a mass product for everyone. You don't have to be loud here. You have to be unique here. And then it's working in the best way. So in some way, you can say your branding is the package. And your package is that what is seen by your audience. Your audience choose that is very, very quickly. You don't even have a 3 seconds time. That was last year. This year you have a finger snip. You have here this one, okay? This is the moment you need to stand out. You have to be seen. And of course, people are very, they are not clicking on everything. You want the right people. So you want to be seen from the right people. And the connection that happens is that when you come up with a very unique looking branding based on your personality, so it reflects who you are, then that doesn't automatically mean that you're attracting like-minded people, the same people like you are. That's not what it means. It means that you attract people that want you the way you are, and that's something different, or that needs you the way you are. Okay, so when you come up as someone who is very explosive and has a lot of energy, and come up with a very colorful branding, doesn't mean that you attract exactly the same people. Sometimes it's the opposite, because people are attracted by something they don't have. So like opposite attracts. It can happen. Everything can happen. So I don't want you to exclude anything. I just want you to be aware that that connection can only happen when you show up in a very unique way. So uniqueness is here the magic key. Okay. And of course, your branding doesn't help you only to show up in a very unique way, but it also helps you to come up in a very specific way. Okay, so let's have a look. We have a brand graphic here, okay? And a brand graphic, or your branding itself, because it's all about, it's not only one graphic, it's about the style you have, it's about the design you're using, it's about the cuts, the font, it's everything in combination. It's a communication system. That means you communicate through your branding, and you provide information to your audience. That happens very fast, and it's in the subconscious, but it's super, super important because people perceive you in a specific way, and you want to have control over that. You want to have control over your communication, and having really a defined branding, and not just saying, okay, I take some good looking, some professional looking images, but really use it. Then you can start to communicate with your audience, because that is what people perceive. They see what you're doing. Because of branding, even if you choose the same style of branding for a nutrition coach, of course, looks different than a branding for a money coach. Right? So the what is here. Then what is seen, your style, that is connected with your personality and also with your preferences. So what you like, what you don't like, this is what I see. So the how is that attraction part. Then comes your position. Okay, the way how you create your posts, the way how you create your newsletter or your website. Who are you addressing here? Where are you positioned at? Are you, someone for a lot of people? Are you very exclusive? Are you positioned as someone for beginners or someone for advanced people? So your position is seen here, and of course also your price. Yeah, your branding shows your price, because people start to create some expectation, and you have to make sure it's the right one. And now I want to show you something why that is so important. So let's say you don't care at all. You don't take care of your branding at all. Then it can look like that, where all the information now out. You throw everything out, and you say, whoever comes here, you just grab what you find and take away. That is one way. So I don't want to judge it. It's a way. I see a lot of people doing that. Or you come up as an attractive brand. Then you have to create your whole branding completely in a different way, because now it's focused on your product. It's for your product. You give your product kind of a stage, and what we see is a lot of appreciation for your product, and of course that attracts on the first hand other people, and it creates a certain kind of expectation. I do not create that on the image on the top, that there are really exclusive and very expensive products there. But I expect that underneath doesn't have it's not only about cost that you cost nothing, and then you have an ultra high ticket, but also the shades in between. You can really take control over that, and make sure that you create the right expectation by the way you show up. And that includes everything. That includes the whole branding, your designs, your posts, your graphics, your photographs, your videos, your reels, everything that you are creating. So, and let's keep that. Okay, let's keep that, and let's say we have here we have, is it called the rapid table? You can leave me in the comments if that's correct. And you can come up with a graphic like that I've seen here. It's actually really matching here, because what you see is all information out there. So like all the products are all out there. It's very loud. It's very, yeah, actually cheap. I mean, it's for free, it's okay, but it's also cheap. But my expectation are very low. So I go there, I think, yes, it's a mass event, and I take whatever I can. And you attract exactly that kind of people who say, okay, I just, you lose little bit of the appreciation here. So people are coming there. It's really a mass event, saying, okay, whatever it is, it's for free. Okay, if I have time, I come. If I don't have time, I'm not losing anything. So on the other hand, I've taken really the same message from the top. Let's bring that over there. And no, sorry, I lost it. And you have a complete different impression here. Yeah, that's what I want to show you. So that the impression that you're creating is that attracts people. So what kind of impression do I have on the one part, and what kind of impression do I have on the other one? So it's up to you. Can you leave me in the comments what you think about it? Yeah. But the way how you present yourself is the way how people perceive you. Okay. And that is very important that you understand that it's not about looking. Oh, sorry. It's not about just looking good and looking professional. It's really about looking unique. So here we go. It's really about looking unique. Why is that so important? Because it's absolutely no problem to go into the internet. Let's say you go to Canva or you go to Pixabay or to Stock Photo. Yeah, up to you. It's absolutely no problem to pick out an image that is good looking and that is professional looking. But it's not about that. It's about unique looking. This is what you need to do. You need to come up in a unique way. Why? Because a lot of people look good with their branding. A lot of people look professional. It's not about that. It's about looking unique. So I want to share this with you because there's a little bit a stereotype, but sometimes it helps you to understand. Okay. And yes, there is a difference between women creating their content and men creating the content. So I want to show you why it's so important to not go for that. Okay. So here I have a screenshot that for a feed of 4 female brands. Okay. And what you can see here is they look pretty, they look professional, but they don't look different. Okay. So the question is, if you come up with the next nice looking branding because it's trendy, and that is what Canva and probably other platforms are providing, and that's what you're choosing because you think that makes you stand out. It doesn't make you stand out, because when you are the 555 whatever one coming up with the same branding, you get drowned in the crowd. So you probably think, okay, then my choice is to not come up with that restrained and very soft colors, but to stand out by being loud. Let's have a look on the main brand. Okay, here are the male brands, and they do the complete opposite, but also that's the thing here. Yes, they are very loud. They use a lot of, high contrast, huge letters. They don't take care so much about if it's good looking. All they want is to go out. Yeah. But the thing is, when you are the 555 whatever brand doing the same, you get also lost in the crowd, although you are probably the most loudest here. It's not about being the loudest. The loudest amongst other loud brands is drowning as well. So it's not about doing the same thing like other people are doing, but really come up with something that is unique. That's the magic key here. Okay. So I just want to share with you one of my clients. She was one of a very, very successful blogger in the German-speaking countries. She's from Germany, and her feed looked really, really very professional. That was her feed, and but it was very generic. So like all the others, yeah, a little bit with the yellow here, but actually it doesn't have something that was combined with her as a person, something that is unique. So she was successful, but she was completely unhappy with her branding because it didn't reflect herself. It didn't reflect her authenticity. And then after working with me, we came up with that. You see how completely different it is. But now she felt that in alignment with her branding, her personality, also her preferences, in alignment with her branding. And it looks different because it's not generic looking. We were really working hard on coming up with something truly unique. And I think it took her 2-3 posts, and she landed in the Explorer page on top. So it really helped her standing out. So that's the thing. And she attracted the right people, the people who wanted to work with her. Not everyone, just the right one. That's the thing. Okay, let's dive a bit deeper and have a look what it means when you come up with the same message, but in 4 different styles. Okay, and that is the foundation work here. The work on branding is not choosing the right color. That comes in the end of a whole process. Colors, font, and so on. That is the end result of a process. But you need to be clear on your brand identity, what you stand for as a person, what you stand for, what is your how, what is your style. And I wanted to see it in your branding. I want to see your personality reflected in the branding. And then it can be super cool with the green and the black. It can be very elegant with the gold colors. It can be very vibrant, or it can be very calming. So it has to, it depends on who you are. And you need to not go for what is pretty and professional looking, but what is unique looking. And when you come up with a branding that is unique looking, then it starts working for you. You know that saying? I don't know if you know that, but it's a very famous saying. Let your branding do the talking. That is what is meant, because you send that out, and people are attracted by that for whatever reason it is. But this is what you want to do. You want to have that connection between your brand and your ideal client. This is how you're doing it, by having a very clearly defined brand identity, a very clear brand style, and that commands then the rest, the design, the colors, the font. And of course, it depends on what kind of brand are you, who do you want to address, and so on. So it's a whole system behind it. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you because I wanted you to think a little bit about your branding, to think about, is your branding working for you? Does it do the job it should do and make that connection between you and the right clients? And if you say, I'm not happy with my branding, or no, my branding is not there where I want it to be, or I don't have a branding at all, then all I want you to do is to come over. So I sent the link in the comments underneath this video, and do the visual brand style quiz. It's a quiz. It's for free. It's really for free. All you have to invest here are 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, but take your time. Take your 5 minutes and go through the whole quiz. In the end, you have at least an idea where your branding journey should go to, how your branding should look like. You have an idea, okay? And all you have to do is look at the comments below, or say quiz, I want to join the quiz. Then I send you the link. and it helps you. It helps you get an idea of what you have to choose, because I know how that is, especially when you are in a business and you are absolutely no design at all, and probably you think you're not creative and so on, and that's something you don't want to take care of, and you go to a platform like Canva. And I love Canva as an executor, but Canva is just not a creator, and you are confronted with thousands of templates. Branding works like a compass. It tells you, yes, this is something that reflects my brand vibe. No, this is something I do not choose because it just doesn't match here. And having that clear brand style really helps you to choose the images you need for your content. So I hope I could help you with that. Leave me all you think about in the comments. I love to interact with you. I apologize for not working and just coming up with this pre-recorded one. I hope next time it will work. And I say thank you for watching. See you in a group. Bye.